Restoration Church family and friends, it's another virtual word experience. Listen, I need you to do a couple of things for me. Number one, I need you to come in true Restoration Church fashion. I need you to come in with your hands raised, sitting on the edge of your seat of expectation, as we believe God is going to share something with us tonight that's going to literally shift the trajectory of our life. Then I need you to do the three things. You know what those three things are?
Go ahead, tell them.
I need you to tell somebody. Get them on the phone, call them and tell them Restoration Church is on the airway. Then I need you to text somebody. You got to get at least 5 people in a text and let them know that Restoration Church is on the air. And finally, I need for you to tag somebody. Now, I need you to go ahead and go into the comments and tag at least 10 people. I believe there's some folks out there that know that there's at least 10 people that need to make sure that they are in the Restoration Church room tonight. Listen, we are so excited to be back with you tonight. Oh my goodness, can I tell you that I have been basking in the glory of the Lord with my bride of 18 years. Listen, y'all. Listen. Were you basking in the glory?
I've been basking in the glory.
Woo! Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to tag 10 people.
Oh, you're trying to tag? Okay, good. I'm so glad. Listen, hop on it with Pastor Shalina. Make sure you tag at least 10 people. Let them know they need to be in the room tonight, because I promise you, this one's going to be hot and it's going to be heavy. I'm telling you, it's going to be hot and it's going to be heavy. All right? So we are today is the day. November the 30th, 18 years ago.
Whoop!
I said, I got to marry this girl. And 18 years ago, this date, November the 30th, changed my life forever. And can I tell you, as the old folks would say, it's getting betterer and betterer. And betterer. Mm-hmm. Every day that I spend with this beauty, my days are filled with laughter. My days have been filled with life. My days have been filled with love and support. And listen, can I, if I had an old school song to throw in here, I would say, ain't no woman like the one I got. I love this. I love Shalina Charmaine Dudley.
I love you too, babe.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
18 years later.
18 years later.
Look, I'm going to say this and then we're going to get out of here. 18 years later, not only do we love each other, but we still like each other.
That's the part.
We still like each other.
That's the part.
So listen. All right, y'all. So we are going to... I brought this so that way we can do this.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So listen, like I said, this is going to be hot and heavy. I pray that you have tagged some folks in the room to let them know. Thank you, everyone that has come in the room. All right. Give us 1 second. Something. Oh no, it's acting. All right. Well, in any event, it's all good because it don't sit up.
It's okay, put it right here.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
All right, she's got that part. Listen, y'all, we're so excited to be with you tonight. And so, listen, is it all right if we just flow?
We're gonna flow, and we are literally both just getting in from work.
Literally.
Like 6:57.
Yeah.
And 7:03, 7:04.
I'm telling you.
But we're excited about being with you tonight. I'm excited about being with you.
I'm excited. I don't know why.
I'm gonna flow with you. It's okay. It's fine. Cause look, anyway.
Oh,
So
well, we need to,
it's fine.
all right. So, here we go. Tonight, I need for you to go ahead and throw in the comments, deliveries in December.
Deliveries in
December. Deliveries in December. And so, listen, can I tell you that this is what got dropped in my spirit? He said that December, because December is a month that we have deemed, although, of course you can go back and do, biblical study to find out when. However, we have deemed December to be the month of Christmas where we celebrate the birth of Jesus. And so what he told me is, he said, son, listen, this is what I'm getting ready to do. In the month of December, I'm getting ready to drop off deliveries. Yeah, I'm getting ready to drop off deliveries. But here's the thing. But this is what the Lord impressed in my spirit. He said that not only am I getting ready to drop off deliveries, but what I'm getting ready to do is I'm getting ready to download the demolition. Watch this. I'm getting ready to download the demolition strategy so that you can prepare for the delivery.
Download the demolition strategy.
You got to download the demolition strategy. What does that really look like? Well, I understand that before a delivery can happen, there is preparation that needs to take place in order for there to be room to receive the delivery. Anytime, you're such a great mother, a mother of 3, 18, 15, and 12. And every time that you were pregnant with preparing for the delivery, you always said to me, babe, we have to make room for this brand new delivery. And so a lot of times what happens is that we get into a place of where we don't make room for the delivery. And so what happens is that the delivery is now crowded with old stuff.
That's good.
Is that good?
Yeah. So, I have a visual, so yes.
You got a visual. And so what happens is now we're trying to scramble and make sure that we can take care of the delivery while we're moving around old things. There's nothing worse than having something that's brand new.
Right.
And then you have to get it to the house, get it to the space that you want it to be.
Right.
Watch this, that you've envisioned it to be.
Right.
Woo! But when it gets there, you can't properly give it the attention.
Because you got to work around all of the other things.
All of the other things.
Yeah.
And so I think so what God was beginning to share with me on the ride home was that, yes, I'm excited about the deliveries, but there's some demolition that needs to take place. And so there are those families that a lot of times when they're having an addition, a delivery, not just a baby, but some could inherit a parent who is aged. Some can inherit, relatives that might not be able to take care of themselves. And so what they do is before the delivery gets there, they go through this process of demolition. What does that mean? They knock out a side of the house for an extension.
Right.
Woo! Can I just drop this in the room? I prophesy that this is a season of demolition, that you're getting ready to knock down some things to make room for the delivery.
I receive it.
You're getting ready to knock down some barriers so that there can be room for the delivery.
That's good.
See, there was this story in the Bible. You can jump in whenever you get good and ready. But there was this story in the Bible that I was thinking of that they actually had to expand to make room for delivery. There were these 4 friends. And they had this one particular friend who was laid out. Couldn't walk.
Right.
Paralyzed. And they heard that Jesus was going to be in town. But because they weren't the only ones that heard that Jesus was going to be in town, by the time they got their friend prepared, they got him together and they got to the place where Jesus was. There were obstacles.
There were obstacles.
And there were barriers. And one of the friends got a nifty idea. They said, well, what we're going to do is let's go up to the roof and let's make some demolition happen. Because we have to prepare a way, because we have to deliver our friend to Jesus.
Right.
And so they begin to figure out how to get some makeshift tools. And they ripped open a hole in the roof. They tied some of their clothes together. And they lowered the man down in front of Jesus. There was some demolition that had to take place before the delivery.
That's good.
Can I share another story? Can I share another story out of the Bible? There's another story early in the Bible that talks about this young man named Moses. Moses was born during a time where the king, he said, listen, what we're going to do is we're getting ready to kill all of the babies. Moses' mother had to take and put him inside of a basket and ship him downriver. But see, first, before Moses could get to the house of Pharaoh, there was some demolition that had to take place. And so what demolition does is it moves some of the comfort zones. It removes some of the places where we are, that we're okay with.
That's good. Yep.
Watch this. Go for it.
I'm having a visual of, if you've ever watched the show, I want to say it's Home Improvement. It could be Home Improvement. It may not be. When they say move that bus, what's that show?
Oh, that's
Home Makeover.
Home Makeover. Yeah.
And the demolition that takes place, but like you just said, the comfort zone, when there's the demolition, generally, most oftentimes, they have to demolish the entire house.
Woo! That's good.
In that house there's memories in the walls. There's memories in the kitchen. There's memories, in the bathroom. There's the place where you drew the height of your children as they were
that's
growing
good.
up. That is the place of comfort. But in order to step into the new, in order to transition, in order for the blessing to take place, because these families are being blessed.
Wow, that's good.
With, what's happening. You have a whole community of people that's coming to serve. And so in order for you to receive that, there has to be
a demolition.
There has to be a demolition. What's comfortable to you has to go.
Wow. Ooh!
And it's not.
Wait, you can't just run over that. What's comfortable to you has to go.
Yeah, there's no building in front of or building beside. It's demolished.
It's demolished.
So, so that way what God is trying to bring can have room. It can have room, the space that's necessary, so we can bring in, the delivery is taking place here with this new.
With the new.
Yeah, that's
with the
good.
new. And so one thing that I think about is that even in that same example, right, that oftentimes, watch this, I think I'm about to say something, that oftentimes the demolition is making room for something bigger.
Yeah.
Because the place that they were comfortable in, although they were comfortable, they've
outgrown the place.
It confined them. Sometimes your comfort can confine you.
That's good.
And so they have to be willing watch this, to let go of the comfort and their memories. But watch this, they also have to be willing to let go of the pain.
Right.
Because can I share this with you? Oftentimes in your comfortable place, although there are memories there are moments of madness that lay within that same comfortable place.
Right.
Because we just said that your comfort zone will confine you. And so they're also, although they feel as if, there's some attachment because there is some memories there. There's some great times that they've shared in that place. But they also have to remember the painful moments that were in that place.
Right. That's good.
And that not only are they releasing are they releasing the memories?
You distracted a little bit? Okay.
Listen, although they're releasing the memories, right? They are erasing the pain. Because your memories you'll keep forever. So you can say, I remember when.
Right.
You remember that time when? But the constricting portion of the comfort has been lifted. Why? Because as you said earlier, they have to make room for the delivery. And I think that a lot of times, because the demolition happens so fast, that the demolition doesn't receive as much credit as it deserves.
Because it's necessary.
Somebody throw in the comments, demolition is necessary.
Demolition is necessary.
The demolition is necessary. I don't think that the demolition component receives as much credit, because if it wasn't for the demolition, then the delivery would lose its value.
If it wasn't for the demolition, the delivery would lose its value.
The delivery would lose its value.
That's good.
Because now you're trying to fit something brand new inside of something that wasn't even conducive for life in the beginning.
Right.
I wonder if that's why the Bible says you can't put new wine
into old wineskin.
Woo! Because the Bible declares that if you put new wine into old wineskin, what will end up happening is that you will waste it, because the container is not able to handle
it.
The content of what's new. Because see, when you approach something that's new, you have to expect for growth. So it's just like the plant inside of the pot. The plant, if it's not removed at a certain point, it will only grow as big as the pot that it's in.
Which is why you have to replant. I watched my mom do it growing up. You have to go in, you have to pull the soil up, you have to
that's good.
Plant it in a container, a pot that's equipped to hold it.
That's equipped. Ooh, can I prophesy in the room that you're not going to buck up against this demolition that God is getting ready to perform in your life? Because where God is taking you, it's conducive to hold your new growth.
Hold your new growth. That's good.
I believe that this December is about the newness, and it's about what God is getting ready to deliver to your life. This is not just about houses and cars. Yes, houses are coming. Yes, cars are coming. Yes, financial increase is coming. But I'm talking about places inside of you.
There's a demolition that has to take place. There's a demolition that has to take place internally with some things because you were prophesying. I'm sorry.
No, no, this is good. Go.
When you said, this is not just about cars and houses and those things like that. It's like what God is trying to get to us. We have to clean house. There's a demolition that has to take place internally. So there's some things we have to break agreement with.
Whoa, talk about that.
There's some things that we have to break agreement with so that way the delivery can happen and that there's space, there's room for what God is trying to get to us. Wow. So what I want you to know, what I want to share with you, where I want to take you, what I need you to do. Yeah. I can't share those things because your thoughts are clouded. Your thoughts are clouded with all of the different things that you have going on, the cares of life. So I cannot get this to you because like you said, this strategy is, you said something about the strategy with the demolition.
He's going to download the strategy for demolition. That was it.
For demolition, that's going to come with us being able to have giving him a space so that we can hear this strategy. We cannot hear this strategy because there needs to be a demolition that takes place internally. So what is it that we need to break agreement with? What is it that we need to get rid of?
Talk about some of the things. So we can
hear. Yeah, there's so many things. You may need to break agreement with the spirit of fear.
Yeah.
Because we already know that fear will keep us stuck. Fear will keep us bound. Fear will keep us from moving to that next place that God has for us because we're afraid of the outcome. We may be afraid of what people will think. We may be afraid of not having the resources available to us. So it may be fear that we need to demolish. It may be doubt. It may be anxiety. It may be feeling like you're not worthy. But here's the thing. God is saying, I have something I'm trying to get to you, but I need you to clear this space. And we can't say, I'm going to put fear to the side for now. No. Fear has to be demolished.
Wow.
We can't build around that.
Wow, that's good.
We can't build around fear.
That's good.
When they do a demolition on the house, they can't save a lot of times that they have to demolish the house because there is some faulty areas in the foundation.
Woo!
There's some things in the foundation won't allow them to just, we're going to expand or we're going to put a piece over here. No, we got to get rid of the whole thing. Wow. The whole thing. Like you said, you hold on to the memories in your heart.
Wow.
And here's the thing. We don't hold on to the memories of fear, but we allow fear to be the testimony of deliverance of fear to be the memory. That's what we hold on to.
That's what we hold on to.
The testimony of the deliverance from anxiety or from doubt. So we have to demolish those things, break agreement with. We cannot put it to the side and you go, no, we pick that stuff back up so often. So yes, while I am waiting for the delivery of the house or the car or the finances or the promotion or the new job or, the family, the marriage, whatever it is, while I am waiting on that, he is saying, hey, I got it for you, but we got to get rid of some of this right here.
Got to.
We have to get rid of it.
Because what ends up happening is that to go back to the analogy of the baby, when number one, you said something earlier about the thoughts are cloudy. Mm-hmm. And I remember that when each time you were pregnant, if the room that you had designated for the baby was not all the way completed, mm-hmm. then what would happen is that it would bring cloudiness to your thoughts and you couldn't concentrate, mm-hmm. watch this, on manifesting the delivery. Right. You couldn't concentrate because you were saying, okay, yes, I'm getting ready to deliver, but what am I getting ready to deliver this thing into? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But once that space was clean, mm-hmm. then you were able to focus on manifesting the delivery. Could it be that the reason why we have not been able to manifest the delivery from the Almighty God on the inside of us is because we have not done what is necessary to create space for our thoughts to come into divine agreement with the plan, the purpose, and the promise of God, so that He can cause the delivery to take place? Could it be that we've been in a place where our thoughts have been crowded because we're trying to keep things from the comfort rather than allowing the newness of God to be able to wash us so that we were able to receive the new thing that God has,
the new thing
for us? Could it be?
Could it be?
Could it be that our thoughts have been so discombobulated with everything else? I can remember even at the time of Lamaze and preparation for the delivery, right? The main thing that they focused on were not the pushing, because the pushing comes natural. The birthing process and all of the things that happen within your body come naturally to you. Case in point, with our first child, you said, listen, I got to push and I got to push now. Nobody had to tell you. Nobody had to coach you. Right. Your body told you.
But the preparation was what?
But the preparation was what we learned in Lamaze class was what? How to focus.
And and the details that go into focus. So there was that strategy, because it wasn't, in addition to the focusing, is you have to focus on what? Focus on your breathing. Focus on and there were things that they would even give us, to focus on, to take your thoughts to this place. So you cannot properly focus on breathing if your thoughts are cloudy. Wow. I can remember even in that moment, I remember when I began to cry at one point.
Yeah.
And
absolutely,
when I began to cry because of the level of pain, I noticed that the pain was worse as I started to cry. And I remember telling myself, Shalina, breathe. Just focus on breathing. Don't focus on what you're experiencing in this moment. Ooh. Because that's the wrong focus. But if you focus on what you have, the strategy that you've been given to prepare you for this moment, it's going to assist you with this delivery. It'll assist you. So that's, like you said, there's strategy in preparation for the delivery. And when we take our eyes off of the thing that we're supposed to focus on, is when we'll begin to experience the cloudy thoughts.
Wow, that's good.
It was when Peter took his eyes off of Jesus that he began to sink.
Wow.
So when we take our eyes, when we take them off,
that's good.
We now see what's going on. We now feel, oh my God, the pain is heightened. Oh my goodness, this situation. Oh my gosh, my finances. Oh, no. We've already done demolition. We've already been given strategy. We already have the tools. So now we have to keep our eyes focused. When he said, come, when Peter took his eyes off of Jesus, is when he began to see, I'm out here in the middle of the water.
Wow.
It was never for you to even see all of that, because your focus should have been right here.
That's good. So how often do we miss out on the delivery because we were focused on the demolition rather than focusing on getting through the demolition?
How often do we miss out on the delivery because we were focused on
the demolition?
Focused on the demolition rather than
focusing on getting through the demolition.
That's good.
Because see, your focus, what you just said was, when you focused on the pain, the pain became greater.
Correct.
But when you focused on getting through the pain, That was the place where the delivery began to get easier.
That's good.
And come quicker.
Right. That's good.
We're so often focused on, oh my God, this is being broken. Oh my God, I'm losing this. Oh my God, look at this. We can get focused on the demolition rather than being focused on the end result.
Right.
And so for the deliveries to happen in December, as the Lord began to tell me, He said, "Son, I'm preparing my people for the deliveries in December." What does that mean? That means that everything that I promised you from the top of the year through the first 11 months of the year that you have not seen, what I'm getting ready to do is I'm getting ready to break down those confinements that you've been comfortable in, so that way I can prepare to expand you so that you can hold what I have for you.
That's good.
Don't focus on the demolition.
Don't focus on the demolition.
Focus on the delivery. Don't focus on the things that it feels as if you're losing.
Right.
Because not only am I going to give it back, but I'm going to give it back with interest.
That's good. The demolition is just a part of the process.
The demolition is just a part of the process. There are going to be deliveries in December, but we cannot neglect the demolition process. Yes, there's some things that are going to be broken. But the goodness that comes after the breaking, there's benefits. There it is. There's benefits after the breaking.
There's benefits. Yes, that's good.
There's benefits after the breaking. Because I'm going to use this national analogy and then we're going to get out of here. Watch this. You ready for this? What good is an egg to me in the shell? It's not until the egg is broken that I can partake.
That you can benefit from the egg. That's good.
What good is it to me?
What good is it?
And so here's where we're going to rest for tonight. Let's embrace the demolition process with the understanding that expansion is coming.
Embrace the demolition process.
When you embrace the demolition process from the perspective that expansion is coming, you're able to endure the breaking.
That's good.
You understand that this is only a part of the process. But nay, in all these things, we're more than conquerors. Right? We understand that all things are working together. We just want to get to for the good of them.
Right.
We want to get to the good. But there's some breaking that has to happen. That's why he said all things.
All things.
All things. Deliveries in December. This is the time that we're preparing. We're making room for what God is getting ready to deliver to us as He is preparing us not only to finish this year strong, but this is what is going to catapult us into the first quarter of our next year.
I receive it.
Listen, I've enjoyed this time to share. Have you enjoyed this time?
I have.
You dropped some nuggets in this room. You absolutely dropped some nuggets in this room. So listen, as we are preparing to sow, listen, we pray that something that has been said tonight has given you the grit to be able to allow God to start the demolition process. Because guess what? I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave it alone. Demolition can't happen until the owners grant permission.
Gotta get permission. That's good.
So we pray that something tonight has given you the grit and the grace to be able to say, God, start the demolition process. That we might be able to
prepare.
Thank you. That we might be able to prepare for the deliveries in December. You can go to the CashApp Restoration ATL. You can go to the PayPal Restoration Church ATL, or you can go to the website restorationchurchatl.org. Look in the upper right hand corner and click that give button. Listen, there's no seed that is too small. Sow the seed to start your demolition process.
Yes.
Sow that seed, whatever God is impressing upon you, whatever that sacrificial offering is, sow that seed and say, God, this is my agreement with you to start the demolition process so that we can be prepared for the delivery. All of the sowing, whatever it's called.
I'm thinking avenues, but
thank you. Avenues.
Okay.
All the sowing avenues are on the screen. Go to the Cash App, go to the PayPal, go to the website, and drop your seed there. Pastor Shalina, this has been absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
This was a good word.
Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us tonight. And we will see you next week right here, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the virtual word experience with Restoration Church. We pray that the Lord bless you, the Lord keep you, the Lord cause his face to shine upon you and give you peace. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us tonight, and we'll see you right here next week. In the words of the late, great Angela Marie Dudley, Pastor, Reverend, go in peace and walk in love. We'll see you next week.